Wow, wow, wow. This was a fantastic episode of The Walking Dead. I can't even think of another episode that comes even close to as good as this episode was. And I'm going to tell you why. But yes, folks, this is my non-spoiler review of episode 6 of season 11 of The Walking Dead on the Inside. First time checking me out, please note that there is no spoilers, but I'm here to get you excited, get you a little bit of the tidbits so that you can enjoy the episode in its entirety. And just like me, you'll have the same expression of just, wow, what a fantastic episode. And I gotta say, the reason why, and also I should note too that also directed by Greg Nicotero, I gotta say that this might have been the funnest episode that they had to have filming. If I had any chance to ask them, I would have to know, like, how fun was it creating this episode? Because the style of this episode just felt like nothing I have seen. Like, this episode of Walking Dead could have easily been on Shudder or IFC, which is all in the AMC network, so by the way. But like, this felt like a legitimate horror film. It had good atmospheric horror. It was like a haunted house style of film and subgenre in horror. And like the cinematography, the score was so like chilling and creepy. It really came together like a perfect horror film. I wish I just had a complete whole hour of it. But this episode did explore Connie, folks. Connie's back. And Connie with Creepazoid Virgil. We get to see them on one hand, and then we get to see Daryl and the Reapers on the other hand, as Daryl's trying to, still make his claim that he deserves to be in the group. But like, things are getting very suspicious for him and risky. But on the other hand, we see what has Connie and Virgil been up to, on the run, trying to survive. Virgil's trying to play White Knight, and Connie's obviously trying to get back to the crew. And as we know, the crew now knows that they are that Connie is alive, so they're ready to go. The only issue is, will Kelly be able to keep her feelings composed as they put together their plan, or will that come into play and she just go out and do her own thing? Because this takes a little bit of a process to prepare in order to go out there to do a search and rescue, but at the same time still make sure that home base is protected. But Kelly's not going to want to hear any of that. Kelly's been waiting to see her sister this entire time, and that vast amount of grief that she must have. So, this means that as soon as she hears she's alive, she's ready to go. So that's the conflict happening there. And then, as I said, Connie and Creepazoid Virgil are just trying to survive. But as I said, when it came down to Connie and Virgil, as they take shelter into this house, which just seems to be a normal house that they swept and no one's in there, this thing turns into a haunted house. This is like a mixture of the film Behind the Walls, His House, and like Hill Has Eyes. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. And it's so good, so good. Some of the shots in the hallway, the score was fantastic. It was a really good horror film. If only they only focused on Connie and Virgil for an hour, man, oh man, this really was one of my favorite episodes. And I gotta tell you, as much as I like this episode, I really can't get behind that clown Virgil. I just don't care. I'm never buying into him at all. I'm just not. I'm really not. And Connie is the MVP. She's the MVP. But man, I really, it's just kind of baffling. Like, I would have never imagined randomly episode 6 in the season comes off as one of my favorite episodes as I can remember. Like, this was just so good. The production, everything, it didn't feel like The Walking Dead. And like, we know bad episodes and how much that this hurts the momentum of the season. This episode is really a huge step forward for me, because I feel like if this is what they're going to drop in the middle of the season, at production wise, things are only going to get better and better. And they've been slipping sometimes with certain things, people being in the background and all sorts of little goof ups that they made. But this one was good. And I have to say, folks, as much as I am excited right now, that last moment of the episode, I was all tears. I was just crying. I was like, oh my God. You're going to see what I'm talking about, folks. But yeah, folks, I can't wait for you to check this out. This is episode 6 of season 11 of The Walking Dead on the Inside. Jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts about this film. Hey, tell me, am I wrong? Was this a fantastic episode or was it okay? I really feel this was one of the best episodes I've seen to date of The Walking Dead. Like, it's so good. And as a big horror enthusiast, like this right here, I need a whole movie. I mean, flesh this out to a feature-length film, folks. This is the film we want. We don't want the Rick film. We want the Connie Haunted House film. She's so good. She's so good. But thank you for watching, folks, and I'll see you around for more Walking Dead reviews very soon. Big old bell.